to the left. No sign of bats. Wow, here's a cool round rock formation. Real small, like 1 inch in diameter, 2 inches long. Nothing record setting, but you know. Oh wow. Even the breakdown rocks here, let me pan down. Here's a breakdown rock. Look at how it's mostly pristine. It hasn't been too abused. There's a lot of nice curviness to it. Darn, that's right where I want to be too, so I'll have to skip over it so I don't break it. Wow. So this is a dead end. Look how rough the ceiling is. Looks like it's filled with dirt or whatever ahead. It's blocked by breakdown. I bet if you were to clear that out, you could get out. But, you know, zero trace means I'm not here to dig holes. Wow, look at this though. A lot of small formations here, like 2 inches long or less. I want to be careful. I don't want to accidentally bump the ceiling and damage anything. Very fragile here. There's another little tiny arch. The hole is like 1 inch in diameter. That's kind of cool. See if I can get through here. It's less than 5 feet tall. I'm hunched over, so I gotta watch my balance too. All sorts of weird little round pieces of rock. Very rough rock there. Obviously flow marks there. Yeah, wow. So I'm gonna crawl back out the way I came, hopefully without touching anything. Well, which is not important, which is not possible considering I'm not hovering like a blimp. See if I can climb through here without touching anything. Wow. Here's a really small, fragile formation. Hope nobody accidentally bumps that trying to get through here. It's one reason to carry a bunch of flashlights with you when you come through here, so you wouldn't want to have to try to feel your way out in the dark. If you had to feel your way out without a flashlight, well, one, you'd probably get yourself seriously hurt, and two, you'd probably obliterate half the formations in the cave. Wouldn't be good. Wow. Interesting ceiling here. It's nice how there's like it's an upside down ledge. I'm not sure what you'd call that. Really interesting. Very interesting. See if I can climb down here without squishing any formations. I'm trying to tell where other people have been to follow their footsteps. But amazingly, I don't think very many people have been down here. It's not like I discovered this cave myself. Obviously other people have been here if there's spray paint on the walls and stuff. Alright, so I'm going to stick to the left tube here. So I'm on the north side of the cave. I'm heading roughly east now. Notice the floor is kind of flat, but it's also got a lot of rough rock, you know. There's another way over to the other tube. Notice how there's a cool ledge. Let me see if I can pan up just a bit. Notice how there's a cool ledge up there. Wow. That looks really cool. Excuse me. There's a breakdown pile in the way. Notice there's a gold arrow sprayed painted showing forward. I'm assuming that means they want us to explore the cave clockwise, whoever did those arrows. Obviously the ceiling here is a bit uneven because it fell down. I want to show you something now. I'm going to pan up. Look at how there's the gold and silver bacteria, but you can see it's at least 20 feet up there. Still no sign of natural light. So we're pretty far underground right now, which I knew that. We're technically underneath another cave right now, but I probably shouldn't say which one. I don't want the cave mafia to get mad at me for if I give too many hints how to find this cave, since obviously it's not a tourist cave, it's a wild cave. Anyway. See, even this breakdown rock here, look how rough it is on the side. I mean, there's like pointy spikes of all sorts all over it. That's impressive, very rough. So if you get tired and sit down, you probably shouldn't sit down on that rock because you'll end up damaging it. Find a place that's already smooth. Be easier on your bottom too. All right, anyway, here we are at another high point in the cave. And again, at the high point of the cave is that gold stuff. So usually that gold stuff, it seems to grow, you know, out of reach of people. Even if you go to Golden Dome Cave, it's like it's all over the walls and the ceiling, and the only place it grows on the floor is like where the ceiling is so low that people don't trample all over the floor. Golden Dome is a front end cave, you know, a tourist cave, so it gets a lot of use because it's really pretty and not too hard. But obviously that means the floor has been trampled. Kind of unavoidable if you're going to let people explore on their own like that. But it means, you know, when it was discovered, I wonder if the entire floor was gold too. Now look at the size of this room. The ceiling's got to be 20 feet tall here. The room's got to be at least 40 feet wide. And then of course it goes over and connects to the other tube, which looks just as big here. There's some breakdown rock. Other than that, it's huge. Man, that breakdown rock's 5 feet tall, 4 or 5 feet tall. And there's this silver colored bacteria everywhere. So it's actually pretty bright in here. The bare rock is mostly, you know, ugly gray and black. Not pretty black like obsidian, just kind of faded lava black. Notice how the floor is uneven here. This isn't breakdown rock. This is like, the rock is when it was mostly frozen, solidified. It was moving around and breaking up, making all sorts of cool cracks. Very rough. Obviously the temperature in here would have been extremely high. It's not something even a GoPro would have survived to get a video, but it would have been cool if there was some way we could have seen it happen. Maybe someday GoPro will invent a volcano camera. Alright, here we go. Now this here, it's kind of shiny like that silver bacteria, but it seems actually kind of dry. Maybe it's an illusion. Actually, it looks like dust. I'm not going to touch it to be sure, but I don't know. On one hand, it kind of looks dry, but I do see water drops. Very weird. Yeah, but it looks like sand. Very weird. I don't know why there'd be sand in here. I mean, I'll see sand elsewhere in the cave. Whoops. I accidentally just dragged my foot on the ground. Even something like that can cause damage. Trying to be gentle. The floor is a bit uneven, obviously. Wow. Looks like there's a spot on the right where the wall pulled down a bit. Hold on, I'm trying to find the easy way through so I don't have to. Interesting. It's getting smaller ahead. Like I'm standing